Hey everyone! Today I want to show you the fishing knots I use most often. Tying them while also trying to film and explain at the same time isn't the easiest thing to do, so please don't judge too strictly. In the next videos, you'll see me fishing for salmon and steelhead. But first, I'll show you how I tie the fly that I use there as bait. Here I'm using orange material, but when you go fishing, you might see flies in other colors. The tying process is the same. You can easily buy this material in any fishing store under the name Clo Bugs. It's UV, which makes it work really well.
This is kind of an imitation of fish eggs, but I think the fish actually go for it mainly because it's UV. It really shines in the water like the sun, and the fish strike it out of anger.
Once again, sorry if it looks like I'm doing this for the first time, because, well, I actually am doing it for the first time on camera. As it turns out, knowing how to do it and knowing how to show it are two completely different things. My glue is also UV, but not because it glows. It's UV so that it cures when you shine an ultraviolet light on it.
As you can see, the fly glows under UV light, just like the sun. As you probably know, fish have much more sensitive vision than we do. It's almost like they have a UV flashlight in their eyes.
Now I'll show you how I tie leaders for salmon. They often get snagged or break, so I like to tie them in advance.
For salmon, the leader differs from other fish leaders because it has a loop. This makes it much easier to attach a bag of eggs or a shrimp. You hook it and then secure it with the loop for reliability.
Attention! I wrapped the lines 7 times, then passed the other end through, and continued wrapping all the lines together with the same line as at the beginning, and wrapped 7 times again.
If you did everything correctly, your loop should slide freely, just like mine.
Take note of all the materials I show in the video. These are the same ones I actually use when fishing for salmon. And here's another way to pass the claw bugs through the loop. No need to tie the fly.
On the other end, I tie a loop with a double knot. An old fisherman showed me this when I was 9 years old, just learning how to fish. As he said, this knot is very simple and can be used for almost everything, except for tying hooks.
Now I'll show you how I tie a jig head. For this, I used a thick line so it's easier to see. But it turns out that tying anything with thick line is really uncomfortable.
Here, I'm using 7 wraps again, and honestly, I don't know why. But I've often heard from fishermen and read in books that the correct fishing knots should have exactly 7 wraps.
I hope you can see everything clearly and that everything makes sense.
Again, 7 wraps, and as you can see, thick line is really uncomfortable to work with. Now I'll show you how, using the loop technique from the old fisherman, I join 2 different lines together, either a braided line or a fishing leader line. An important detail: all connections made with this simple loop can be undone very easily. With this method, you can attach any snap or clip, even a crankbait or a spoon, and detach it easily without cutting the line. I hope my knots will be useful to you. See you out on the water.